Hey guys, in this video, I want to prepare your mindset for success in land investing. Um, I have experience in doing this, and I've been buying and selling for a while, um, and I know what it takes to get to where I am currently and where I need to be. So the first thing you need to know is that you need to have a different mindset when it comes to investing. What I mean by that is um, you need to be very diligent in what you're doing. Anyway, the Bible says that the hand of the diligent make rich. Okay, so this is one thing that you need to be aware. Making sure that you have your full-time job and that this you're doing this part-time. Of course, we're gonna talk about virtual assistants. So these are people that you can pay for pretty cheap to get some job done. I'm gonna give you all this information, but we're talking here about having an investor mindset and being diligent in what you're doing, so that you don't lose money, and so that you don't miss out on opportunity. Okay, so prepare your mindset. So another thing I wanted to stress out also is that you may be discouraged. You may be discouraged in doing this business. You may end up feeling like it's been a waste of time. But hey, it happens to everybody. Having a business or working on the business is not for everybody. This is definitely something that you want to try out. Maybe buying a couple of lots, or buying maybe 10, however you want to do it. And then you're gonna figure out if it's something that you want to do or not. But anyway, at the end of the day, you're gonna own property, okay? And I have to let you know, in most cases, when I search the ownership, when somebody calls me and I check whether they really own the property or not, because this is part of the due diligence, I always notice that beside their own house, they always own lands. Okay, so people own land all over the place. Just be aware of that. There are going to be ups and down. So this is prepare your mindset. There are going to be ups and down. You will end up having a nice paycheck now and then, because you have a few property. But the goal is for you to have paycheck on a monthly basis. Okay, you want to start earning income, and you want to match at least what you're making in your current full-time job, to be able to say, hey, okay, I am where I am supposed to be. But there are going to be ups and down, and so I just talk about the ups. Now the down, I mean, like any other business, things may happen. Okay, you may end up buying a lot that didn't sell as soon as you wanted. Okay, or you may end up making mistake. And by the way, talking about mistakes, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes, but not as many as you would have done if I was not mentoring you. And that's where my job comes. I will be mentoring you, I will be teaching you, I will be coaching you, I will be showing you everything that I know to help you be successful at this business if you're interested. Okay, so be aware there are going to be ups and downs, but again, the mindset is key in this business. Don't give up. Time to sell. Well, what I mean by that is how long it's gonna take for you before you sell your first property. My experience, this is how my experience was. I bought a piece of land. The first time I bought a lot, I bought it, and I was able to sell it within 2 weeks. Okay, I mean, we are going to work in such a way that the same thing happen to you as well, but sooner. But there's definitely no guarantee, because I mean, you cannot control the market. One thing you need to know is that the land investing is not a sales business, it's a marketing business. You need to keep that in mind. You will be marketing. That means what? That up front, you will be marketing to get property. Okay, you will be sending mails, and later you will have to market again to be able to sell the land. So it's a purchase sell. So you need to keep that in mind, and the time to sell may not be as you expected. I mean, you may end up having a piece of vacant land for sitting for 1 year, 2 years, who knows, or you may have it sitting for just 2 weeks. By the way, in one of my sale I was able to purchase a lot. When I list the property, within a couple of hours I will be able to sell it. Okay, so but I had some situation where I had to wait 6 months or 8 months to be able to sell a vacant lot. So it varies. All right. All right. We already talked about mistakes. You are going to make mistakes, but the difference. I mean, I can give you all the information that you need, no problem. But you definitely want to make sure that you taking the shortcut that I will show you, and that I mean, you are the manager of your business. Okay, I'm not imposing you anything. And part of being successful is that you need to be flexible. Okay, you may think that what I'm doing may not be the best thing to do, and you may have a better idea. Well, go ahead and do it. Okay, so and that's how I want you to be. I want you to be flexible in your mindset, as long as you know what you're doing. um, Now, if you recognize that it's hard, recognizing that it's not going to be easy, recognizing that it's going to be hard, recognizing that there will be ups and downs, not panicking, which is very important, because you may tell yourself, what did I get myself into? What did Oscar do to me? Okay. But anyway, so you want to be prepared for success, but you need to know everything before you jump into this. Like any business, like anything, you need to know the ins and outs of this business before you jump into it. But at the end of the day, um, you're gonna be successful if you put your mind into it, if you work hard on it, if you invest in it. It's just like a little baby that you need to help walk, right? So take time to nurture that business, and it's gonna be well. And by the way, one thing you need to know is that you need to send out mails on a consistent basis, and this is a big component of your success. Do not give up sending mail, because from the time you stop sending mail, that means that your business is dying. Okay, you gotta spend. So spending money in marketing is the biggest expense that you need to incur. Um, but unfortunately, and that's the same thing with real estate. I mean, people spend $10,000 a month just for marketing, and they're not even sure that they're gonna get a deal, right? With land businesses is definitely lower, because it's a low hanging fruit in real estate. But yeah, I have to let you know, you're gonna be sending out mails. Now, one thing that you need to know as well is that when you send out mails, you're gonna receive calls back. Okay, and you need to make time for it. You're gonna receive callback, and some of the calls may be positive, where you will hear a customer saying, "Hey, I received your letter. I received your postcard. I'm willing to sell at the price that you want. When can we close?" Great, that's good. But you may receive another kind of response saying, "Oh, your offer is too low. Can we negotiate? Can you go a little lower? Can you do better than that?" Yes, you can negotiate. The third type of people that you will encounter is, yeah, they do not want to sell the property, they do not want to hear from you, and they will curse you out. I have to let you know, they will curse you out, but you have to be willing. You have to be willing to continue in that business, because anyway, this is a market. This is a market. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just a market. You are coming to somebody, and you say, "Hey, I would like to buy your piece of property. Will you take this much?" If they don't want it, they just say no. But if some people get offended, I don't think that this is. I mean, they can just shred the paper or just not respond. But some people feel like they should respond, and they send you bad. They send you nasty notes, or they call you and tell you all kind of stuff. Okay, so you have to be ready for that. I don't have any problem with that. Some people have problems being called and being cursed out. I don't have any problem with that. So that's one of the also another drawback of this business. Anyway, in real estate, you're gonna encounter that a lot, especially when you buy property. But I mean, in some cases, it really depends. It really depends. But anyway, so this is the last part of my introduction. But I definitely want you to be successful in this business. Um, send me an email and say yes if you agree to that, and or just say no. I heard you enough, and I'm good. My next step would be to show you the numbers and tell you how profitable this business can be. All right, thank you.